All right, guys, what's up? Let's get this done. Video number 2, all in one day. Same shirt, same hat, same glasses. I know, I'm boring. But this is going to be a sportsbook exclusive video. You may find some interest in it. I got some points to make about the payout structure and the difference between what some of these, like Price Pick style sites are offering as compared to what the books will give you for the exact same play, essentially. So let's dive right in and let's get up number 1 bet. So I like this trio. David Njoku, Amari Cooper. Let me minimize that just a bit. There we go. And Joe Flacco, stay in the flames, man. This offense has been on fire. I don't think Houston's secondary is equipped to stop them. And then on the other side, Stafford, or not on the other side, different game. Stafford, Kupp, Nakua. I just love that trio. I really like it. I think that one of these two will hit for sure. I just don't know which one. And those are low enough numbers where it's like I could see them both easily going for like 85 to 90 yards this game. So I want to point something out though. If you locked this exact same play in on Prize Picks for $50, which is what I put on this, it would pay you $1,250. Do you see my eyes getting bigger? Oh my goodness. You guys, that's massive. That's huge. That's like $360 more. That's insane. Like, take advantage while you can. I'm doing this because I have to. So that's one play I do like. We'll get to play number 2, and it's the Baker Tampa Bay trio. The everyone goes over against the Eagles, right? So the Eagles just going to magically figure themselves out. I mean, Darius Slayton and Tyrod Taylor were almost over at halftime against this team last week. I mean, they're a dumpster fire. The Niners broke them literally. They were 10-1 coming into that game with the Niners. They're 1-5 cents. So, and then Dak, Cooks, and Ferguson. I like that trio a lot. Normally, it's hard to go away from a guy like CeeDee Lamb. It really is, and I'll trust me. I'm gonna have some of these that have his name in it. Believe me. But I really like this trio. I think this is one of those games where Dak will get CD involved, but I feel like these ancillary options are going to be called upon a little more in this matchup against the Packers. It's just a gut call based on matchups, player personnel, all that stuff. I really like this Cooks Ferguson, and Dak goes for 320 every time he's at home, so I feel really confident about that. But once again, 50 only pays 941. You guys, if you lock that same plan on Price Picks, I can't do it. I'm limited. There's no way they'd ever let me put $50 down on a play like that. They'd limit me to 25 and 100 total dollars for the day, right? But you'd win 1250 if you lock that in on Price Picks. Okay, so let's bring up number 3 play. This is the opposite side of that. This is the Green Bay in that same Dallas game. I do like Jordan Love. There's a good chance they're playing from behind more often in this game if the Cowboys don't choke. So Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, I really like if he plays, but he's questionable, and Love's been hitting this without him. So Aaron Jones, super involved. He's the guy again. AJ Dillon's not playing in this game. This feels like a really low receiving total for Aaron Jones. I feel like he probably will be in the 40 to 55 range, somewhere in there. So lock that in, and then we have the Rams trio with them again. And once again, $50 pays out just under a grand, 25 cents short. Pay you $12.50 on Price Picks. So pick your unit size, and lock some of these plays in while you guys can, because I don't get to. This is just a couple things I like. I like this one a lot. This is just 3 straight overs. It's targeting all the controlled environment dome games. You got the Browns at the Texans. I feel like both offenses should score in this game. Cleveland's defense is good, but they're only good at home. They suck on the road. So I don't think they're stopping Stroud and company. They may give Collins some problems. So like same thing, like look for Schultz, look for Noah Brown. I'm gonna set a couple of these. I'm gonna set a bunch of these tonight. We're going we're going heavy on wild card weekend. I'll probably I don't know. I'll probably have like 200 units on the table at least. Maybe not that many. Maybe 50. Big difference, right? But anyway, I like these overs. The Packers Cowboys, that screams over. Dome. Cowboys defense is good. Packers defense has been playing better, but I just like the offenses in this game. So of these three, that might be the one that has could sneaky go under. I mean, I picture this game being like, depending on what Packer team shows up, I could see them losing 42-13, but I could also see them winning like 38-35. So I'd lock in that. And then this one's an easy one. This number is just too low, I think. Lions, Rams. I don't think either team will have a ton of success running, which would slow the clock down. The Lions probably will run it a little better. But both defenses are pretty stout against the run. So I just as the makings of your old fashioned shootout, 51.5 feels a little low. I mean, you would basically get there with 30-27 easily. And I think that that's probably a realistic score on this one. Let's move on. I got a couple other ones. These are just some gut calls. If you guys notice, I'm avoiding those two outdoor games. The Tampa one is outdoors too, but the weather's going to be okay in Florida. Okay. Up in Buffalo, it's going to be freaking freezing. In Kansas City, they're going to have like negative degree weather plus a negative degree wind chill. It's probably going to feel like negative 20 out there. So I think the Chiefs will win a low scoring, ugly, running from both teams style of game. I could be wrong. You never know. I mean, these guys stay warm. But I just like the Chiefs to win it. I'm staying away from the total and I'm staying away from the spread. I think the Chiefs experienced enough playing in Arrowhead. Miami, like they could pull a Raiders from the year 2000 or whatever that was, the tuck game, when no one gave the Raiders a chance. For all you kids, you don't know what I'm talking about, but they said, "Oh, the West Coast team, they can't go into New England and Foxborough and play in the snow," and they did, and they probably should have won that game. So these are some just gut calls. I think Tampa wins outright, but I'm just taking the points. I think the Rams have a good chance at winning outright, and if they do lose, it'll probably be by 3 or less points, and we have push potential with these solid numbers here. No decimals. The Browns with Flacco just stay in the Flames. I do think they're the slightly better team, and I think D'Amico Ryans. I mean, he should be Coach of the Year, hands down, 100%. But I feel like they're just not quite ready yet to win a playoff game. Rookie coach, rookie quarterback. He'll probably make a few mistakes. I do think Stroud's amazing. He's hands down Rookie of the Year, and hats off to the Texans for drafting that kid over Bryce Young and some of the other quarterbacks that are in the draft. I guess Bryce Young went before him, but you know what I mean. And then the Packers, I mean, that's a pretty big number for Dallas. Winning by a touchdown, even at home. I know they usually pummel teams, but I don't know, man. It's a gut call. I just think the Packers keep that game close and maybe even win it outright. So let's see what else we got here. So my bold bet, I was gonna do just now. I was gonna throw like $500, maybe even 1,000 down on the Niners and the Ravens to represent the conferences, AFC and NFC, in the Super Bowl. Then I realized it only paid out like $2,000. I was like, you know what? That's cool, but like I'm too late to the party, and I already have a futures bet on those two playing each other way back in like July or August or something. And it's like a $25 bet that pays out 1,600. So I said, you know what, that's good enough. And then I also have this little joy. And this is where I told you guys I had one alive left on that Washington game, and I'm excited about this. So I did $200. I kind of hedged it with Washington. I did one just for them to beat Texas, and I did one for them to win the whole thing, the championship, before the opponent was determined. And then I paired them, and I think this is just a year. I think these are clearly the best two teams in the league. You know, a lot of times the one seeds never play each other, but I think this is a year you might get it. 2 home games each to win. Buffalo is dangerous, and Vegas is telling you a lot with these odds. Okay, so like the Niners are like negative 110 favorites now to win the NFC. Baltimore's like plus 240 or something. So I think the Niners really do have the easier path. I think they're going to get there. But I feel like this is the Ravens' year, and I think we're going to see that rematch where the Niners had probably one of their worst games of the year. The game just got out of hand quickly, but the tables could be turned easily. I feel like when these two teams, these style of teams play each other, whatever team kind of gets off to that early lead and makes just one less mistake or two, they're going to win the game. So if the Niners got out to a 10-0 lead on Baltimore, I don't know if they could come back. I really don't. I mean, it sets up beautifully. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little different than the Prize Picks style stuff, but I wanted to show you guys another side of what I'm up to and how I make money doing this, and hopefully I can just end up doing it for a living. My dream would be to do this over the road trucking for like maybe a year more, get this channel going where maybe I can get some monetization out of this with your guys' support. I can't do this without you guys, and appreciate any new follower, any new subscriber. If you do watch the channel, just subscribe for me. It really helps. Like the every video, just like it takes 5 seconds of your time to go boom, boom, boom. Subscribe, like, leave a comment for the algorithms. Appreciate y'all. We're checking out from Louisiana. I got to walk my dogs. So you guys all have a great night. We'll talk to you hopefully soon. I don't know if I'll have a video out tomorrow, but I definitely will have a lot. I'll have one every single day when I'm home, as long as my Starlink internet shows up on time. Peace out, guys.